Okay. So I'm gonna leave Plaz and Torm alone for a bit. They're under magical spell. We're in the nighttime right now, and Rurik has been traveling with a zombie, which is Thorin, and Thorin and Rurik have been traveling through the night to try to get to Strahd's castle. That's his goal, and they're traveling with the Dusk Elf, and the Dusk Elf wants to find. Uh, he wants to get to that crypt so that he can use his dark power to raise his sister from the dead. That is his goal, and that's what he thinks you're trying to help him do. So whether you're trying to help him do that or not, this is what he thinks you're trying to do. So his goal is to get to the castle, get into the crypt, find his sister's remains, and raise her from the dead. Uh, in the meantime, uh, a cloud fog, a fog of cloud, appears around uh, Rurik, and it's pretty heavy as Rurik is traveling. Um, Rurik has become famished and is now looking for the possibility of food. And so Rurik is totally focused right now on getting something to eat. In the meantime, Thorin uh, has now resurrected next to the zombie. And Thorin, we're going to go with whatever you'd like to do. And I'm going to stick a zombie
Yeah, I
on
was
the
just
combat
gonna ask you
tracker.
to do that.
Just a moment. And giving everybody a short rest. Okay. So, Rook, let's go with you and the zombie. If you need a map, I can put one on there, but I don't think you need one.
Nah, we were just traveling overland. I won't worry about it until we actually get to where we're going.
Okay. So, Thorin?
Oh, I whispered what I needed.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yes. Just a second. Thorin changes into an animal. I wish I could tab through all my windows.
It'd be nice, wouldn't it? I just need to know the hit points, that's all.
There you go.
Two.
5d10 plus
Have
15.
two.
And let me know when you have that pasted, and I'll delete it here.
I have it copied.
Thank you. So as Thorin becomes resurrected, you might notice in his effects, his eyes have melted out of their sockets, and he has some disadvantage on his charisma throws now.
But he can't see through this fog yet.
He has blind sight.
No, I'm saying Rorik can't see through the fog.
Oh, no, Rurik is interested in something else, and he may
Yeah,
even be
he's...
traveling out of the fog to find whatever he's trying to find.
Oh, well then he's fine.
That's a hit against a zombie. And you've done some damage. Rurik, you know that the zombie is trying to fight somebody. What do you want the zombie to do since he's under your command?
I would like it to fight back.
Okay. Okay, zombie takes a turn.
Hmm.
Slams against a polar bear. Okay, really great. This is wonderful.
Yes.
And it's a hit,
Well, he's probably gonna hit because my AC is the polar bear's AC. So
right? And it's absorbed, of course. 3 damage. And Thorin, and then Rurik, you're consumed with your uh, your vampire hunger, and so you've discovered a large beast that you can work with if you'd like.
Yes, I will eat it.
Okay, we're going to assume that
yum
you are
yum
now
yum.
nom nom.
Yes, I'm going to nom on said beast.
Blah blah blah. Okay, blah.
I don't say blah blah blah.
That's a hit. And the polar bear wipes out the zombie.
Oh,
And so
making sure.
yes, he's definitely dead.
Don't want him to do that Constitution roll.
Okay, so Thorin, you're able to get your stuff back from the zombie.
Yay! And now I cast polymorph on myself, and I turn into a giant bat and fly towards the castle.
Okay. Okay, so now you're flying as a bat, and Rurik is just about finished consuming his deer or whatever it is he found. Shinene, we're gonna go to you now. Shinene wakes up in this bedroom. And Shinene, would you like to describe to everybody what you see?
Maybe she doesn't.
Maybe she's gone.
No, I keep hitting the mute
Oh.
button on my freaking thingy and wah wah wah.
Do you want me to send you the description again?
No, I have it.
Okay.
Sweet smells waft from this delicately lit room. A great arched window along the west wall is covered by heavy red draperies, their golden tassels glinting in the light of 3 candelabras sitting atop small tables about the room. Tall white candles burn with a bright, steady light. A large bed canopied by silk curtains sits with its headboard against the north wall. Carved into the headboard with great skill is a large Z. Lying amid the velvet and satin sheets and bedclothes is a young drow woman in a nightgown. One of her dainty slippers has fallen to the floor at the bed's foot. I'm going to go over and poke the drow.
You are the drow.
So how am I able to poke myself?
Oh, you're laying in the bed.
The way
okay.
women poke themselves all the time.
Your dainty slipper has
Hey,
fallen.
hey.
Your dainty slipper has fallen off your foot. Keep it family friendly, thanks.
Sorry.
I'm gonna pick up my slipper and put it back on and try and figure out what the heck of where. I'm gonna try and figure myself out.
Is she
Yeah.
Cinderella?
Ish, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out what I've done that put me in such a state. You know, did I drink too much? Who'd I go home with? That kind of thing.
Whisper just a moment.
As a point of note, every woman in my stream is now pregnant just from that description.
What's up, Spite? Waiting for my turn, fixing somebody's character.
Can vampires reproduce?
Yes?
Well, I know by biting people, but in the normal way that the humans reproduce?
Yeah, haven't you ever seen Twilight?
Yes.
Doesn't exist. Never happened.
But yes, they can reproduce. Matter of fact, there's a whole race of them. Which I won't talk about right now.
Lovely.
All right.
Okay, so Shinene is awake and in her room in the castle. Rurik is traveling, Thorin is traveling, Plaz and Torm are sleeping, and Shanae, unless there's anything you would like to do, we will move the time forward. But if you'd like to do something, we'll go ahead with you. It's 2
Okay.
a.m. ish.
For right now, I'm just gonna. I'd like to go exploring, actually.
Okay.
Just kind of pretending that I'm excited about the next day and I can't sleep, kind of thing. If I run into anybody, I'm just gonna wander around the castle.
Okay. All right. Then I'll find the map for you, and we'll start working on that. Okay, sharing a map with you in a second.
Why the hell does he have X's on these? I don't know.
Okay, let's see. You see doors on your
Scrolls.
There are doors to the east and doors to the south here, and I'm just sharing this now. I think you got that. Or it's coming. Great, grid's not working.
Is it
Yeah.
supposed to be that tiny?
Don't know how to.
You'll have to zoom in.
I guess so.
Don't know how to get rid of those.
Okay, there you go.
Haha.
And now you've got a door on your right and a door to the east and a door to the south.
Wish I could remember how to.
Oh, let's go south.
Okay. To the south, you come upon a bath chamber. Let's see, it's got red satin curtains hanging in archways on both ends of the south wall in this room, and between them there's in the center of the chamber there stands a large ornate iron tub with clawed feet. Might mention that the tub is full of blood.
Yeah, we're not gonna poke at that. Bathtub full of blood? Nah. We're just gonna shut the door, walk away.
Okay.
That sounds familiar.
Red rum.
Exactly. We'll try the door to the east.
The door to the east.
So, Melvin, what you're saying is from the number of games that we've been playing together for the last year and the number of bathtubs that the characters have come across in various games, don't go near bathtubs in D&D.
Sounds about right. Although this is directly out of the manual, I did not make this up. Okay, so you come into a room that has a blazing hearth fire. And
Anybody in
looks
here?
like a nice sitting room area. Just a moment, I'll open this up for you. There are doors to the north and to the south. There's 2 doors to the north. Just a moment, let me tell you what you're seeing in here as well. So there's a blazing hearth fire filling the room with rolling waves of red and amber light. The walls are lined with ancient books and tomes. There's leather covers that are well oiled and preserved through careful use. Everything is in perfect order here. The stone floor is concealed beneath a thick, luxurious rug. And in the center of the room, there's a large, low table. It's waxed and polished to a mirrored finish. Even the poker in the stand next to the blazing fireplace is polished. There are large, overstuffed divans and couches arranged around the room, and there's 2 chairs of burgundy-colored wood with padded leather seats and black cushions on the hearth. There's a huge painting that hangs over the mantelpiece in a heavy, gilded frame, and the rolling firelight illuminates the carefully rendered portrait. It's an exact likeness of Irina Kolyana.
Uh-huh. Huh.
And of course, Irina Kolyana looked exactly like Tatiana.
Yeah. I do remember that part.
Yeah.
Let's go south.
Okay. Go ahead and move in the map where you're heading. Okay. Here we see. Just a moment. You have discovered a dining hall. The dining hall of the Count. Uh, there's dust that salts your lungs here, and yet there's a sweet, pungent smell of decay filling this room. And in the center of the room, there's a long oak table, blanket of dust covering the tabletop, and its fine china and silverware. And in the center of the table, there's a large tiered cake that leans heavily to one side, and the once white frosting has turned green with age, and there's cobwebs hanging like dusty lace down every side of the cake. There's a single doll figure of a well-dressed woman that adorns the crest of the cake. Suspended above is a web-shrouded chandelier of forged iron. There's an arched window to the south wall, and it's draped with heavy curtains, and resting in a wooden stand by the window is a dusty lute. And standing quietly in the southeast corner is a tall harp shrouded in cobwebs. That wedding cake is probably over 4 centuries old.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Um,
Give me a wisdom check. Perception. You do notice that there is a figurine of. There's a toy figure of the groom that used to be on top of the cake, and it's now on the floor and looks like it's been smashed a bit.
uh-huh. Is that a door on the east wall? Like a doorway?
Just a second, let me check. Yes, it is an opening.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna head.
Okay.
I'm betting that's probably just the way to the kitchens, but
Just a moment.
Okay, not the way to the kitchen. All right.
Okay, so there's a door of delicately engraved steel that's the west end of this door that you just opened, delicately engraved. Uh, and this is a short, dark hallway. There are intricate details that stand out clearly on the door's surface. The door seems to shine with a light of its own, untouched by time. Flanking the door are two alcoves in the shadow. There's a dark, vaguely man-shaped figure in each alcove.
I'm going for the door.
Okay. The two dark figures that were standing in the hallway there are actually swarms of rats that have been apparently ordered to protect the area. So you are now confronted with 4 swarms of rats.
Oh, yay. Okay, sorry guys, I made a mistake here. I think I'll just back myself out and find another way.
Okay.
Step over the rats, make sure I don't step on any of them.
Okay. And the rats leave you alone.
Blat say blah blah to you.
Blah blah.
And we'll go to the first door to the north.
Okay.
What map is this?
This is map 5 in the manual. Are you keeping track of where we are?
No. I'm so
Oh,
not
this
able
is a
to
map
see
that I've
that.
just shared with Shanae.
Oh, you're specifically not showing us.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. Actually,
I'm just trying to find a way out of here.
Because she's by herself, that's why.
Right.
right. I probably could show it to everybody just for interest's sake. That might be making it a lot more interesting for everybody else as they listen to all this.
I'm just imagining it
As
in my
we
head.
watch the drow run around in her nightshirt.
Yep. You're going to watch the drow running around in her nightshirt.
Trying not to draw attention.
Right. And yes, I do realize that my grid is off. Okay. But it's all right. We're having fun. Shanae, to the head of you, in front of you, you see a dark hallway. As you open that door. And ahead, you can see that the hallway turns to the right and to the left.
Okay, this is always good. Do I have any sense of which way I came up?
Probably, but I've got to remember which way you came up. I tell you, this place is so confusing. It's like, yeah, it took me hours to figure this all out, and that's probably just a sign of my lack of intelligence or something. But okay, yes, you came up. You do remember coming up this way. You came up to the right. So if you go down this hallway and turn to the right, you'll see where you came up.
Okay, perfect. And I'm going to head right for the guest chambers where my compatriots are.
Compatriots.
Hey, I like that word.
Yeah.
Okay, in front of you, you see a stairway. A stairway goes down to your right, and to the left, it goes off to another room, and yet goes up. If you walked all the way around there, you would see that it goes up. But I've got more to describe to you in just a moment here. This is a huge dark tower that rises above you. The spiral staircase slowly rises into darkness, hugging the outer wall. In the center of the room, there's another set of stairs that leads down. There's no
AT&T
railing on the
agrees
stairs.
to buy Time Warner for $85.4 billion. That is crazy.
And you remember coming up these stairs. So if you wanted to go down, you would go to your right.
Yes, I will be going down.
Okay. Just a moment. I'll tell you where you are.
$85 billion.
Okay, you come to another level, and you remember going down from here as well.
Then that's what I'll continue doing.
Okay, you continue going down.
Ugh.
Just a moment.
The party split. I don't like it.
Because I'm using a map that somebody else created, I'm actually referring back to the manual all the time on this just to make sure that I've got it correct. So just trying to keep everybody from getting too confused. I apologize for the delays.
Should be able to manually add those pinpoints to the map.
Yep, you would think that would be true, yes. Uh-huh. And while you are correct, I can add those manually. This is a huge effort here, so hang on.
Oh my god. Yawning already. A half hour into the game.
Okay, so you remember coming through a secret door that takes you into a long hallway, and you push against that wall and you find the secret door and you enter into this long hallway. Are you just trying to get back to where you used to be?
I'm actually trying to get to the guest rooms where I know Torm and Plaws are.
Okay.
Yeah, Jeff
So
and
you end up
Susie.
on the main floor.
Susie's
put you right in the middle of the
Shanae,
floor. Sorry
and
to keep
Jeff
you all again.
is Susie, Shanae, and Jeff is Rurik. Thorin is Ron. Torm is normally Charles, but I'm playing him today, and then I'm Plaz.
And you recall that they were led to the south and up some stairs.
And that's exactly where I'll head.
And I am tired.
Start heading up those stairs.
And open another map.
Yeah, you come to the second level, and this is totally unfamiliar to you now.
Okay.
And so the point is, you don't know actually where they are from here, but you know they're somewhere around here.
That's fine. I'll just keep checking doors until I find them.
Spiral staircase here. There's a chill wind that's rushing down the circling stairway here. Seems like it would kill the very heat of the torches, but the torches stay lit. So on the second level, On the second level, you see one door that's going to the northish. Let me look and see. Oh, I'm so bad.
It's all good.
I said north, but actually I'm going to say west.
Okay, I'll head for it.
Okay.
Blue
As soon as I
Rockstar
add a grid
has
again.
240 megabyte caffeine. Important investment. That's funny. I don't like sports drinks. I drink soda, but nothing beats getting sleep. I went to bed at 2 last night. Got up at 6:30 because somebody texted me and I didn't turn my phone off. And because I'm an asshole, I decided to stay up all day and work
you've
on
got a
the
door in front of you.
project, and then now
Yeah,
I'm
I'm going
tired
through
as hell.
Okay, you discover a room here. Oh, my grid is way off.
I just like the fact that this entire tower is made of stone, or this entire place is made of stone, so therefore she can't set everything on fire.
Don't bet on it.
But I see books and papers.
Yes, you may try.
Is there a way out of here, or
Maybe I'll clean my
just the way
glasses
I came in?
while I'm waiting.
So you see a doorway across the hall. Just a moment, I'll describe what this room is you're seeing here. And if there's anything that would likely kill you.
I'll most likely kill you in the morning.
This is the room where the roper hides out.
So you see a doorway across the hall. Just a second. There's dusty scrolls and tomes all over the walls in this room as well. There's more scrolls and books that lie scattered on the floor. And there are 4 heavy wooden chests in here with sturdy iron locks. The only unobstructed floor space is directly in front of the doors on the east and the west walls. In the center of all the clutter, there's a great big black desk, and there is a figure crouching atop a tall
Here we
stool,
go.
scratching on a seemingly endless scroll of paper with a dry quill pen. And nearby, there's a tasseled rope that hangs from a hole in the ceiling.
Okay, I'm still going into the room.
Okay.
I for one am very excited to find out what happens next.
This thing seems to be a male commoner, and from the looks of it, he's standing there on that stool doing accounting type stuff. Just totally foreign to most people. Me.
If he's not paying attention to me, I'm not paying attention to him. Hell, I'll even sneak around him.
Okay, just a moment.
Oh, I got an email. Very exciting. I can check it. It's just a Adventures League notification.
Oh, okay, I guess your exes.
There's the dude that you see.
Okay. Like you said, if he's not paying attention to me, I'll just stealth around him.
He looks at you and he is slightly startled. He reaches over and pulls pulls on the rope, and a long gong sounds.
Here we go.
I really wish you hadn't have done that. I just couldn't sleep. Trying to find somebody to talk to. If you're willing to talk to me.
But
he's never seen
a drow before.
I am the master's intended. just couldn't sleep. I'm excited.
So he recognizes you now and understands what you're saying and pulls the gong again. Large gong sounds somewhere way up above. And he nods at you. Who knows why he's here at this time in the morning? It's about 3 a.m.
You're here awful late.
And he nods. He has nothing to say.
Do you speak at all?
But he looks very sad.
Can you speak?
And he's grumpy. He points to something.
Oh, damn it. I'm sorry.
He points to something. Just a second. He writes something down to you and he asks what you're looking for.
Just exploring. As I said, I'm very nervous about tomorrow, and I'm gonna be here now, so I might as well get to know the place, right?
He shrugs. He doesn't necessarily seem evil to you. He seems like a common person.
Do you mind if I keep just wandering around until I get tired and head back to bed? Would that be okay?
He nods.
Thank you. Could you tell me what is through that door? Is it like a library or something through there?
And he shakes his head.
May I go through that door?
He nods at you.
Well, thank you then. If the master comes looking for me, you can go ahead and tell him that I went through there, and I'm just trying to wear myself out so I can go back to sleep. And you have yourself a good night.
He nods kindly to you. You may have found a friend.
Sweet. And I'll go through the door.
Okay. And here you find a grand area. Let me see how to explain this. Okay, so you find a huge courtyard here. It's a great big hall. There's broken glass and there's lattice work all around the windows. Large window in the west wall. I'm opening it up for you now.
Another email.
So there's a huge window.
Okay.
Dead Again.
And this
One of my
seems to be
favorite
an audience
movies.
hall.
Crackle.
Chilly, brooding darkness in here. There's empty iron sconces that dot the walls. There's hundreds of dust-laden cobwebs draping the hall, hiding the ceiling from view. And directly across from the window, there's a set of double doors in the east wall. And you just came in this door in the south, on the east side. There's staircases at both ends of the north wall leading down.
Yeah, I think I'm going through those double doors.
Okay. You open that up and you see another very similar thing to what you saw upstairs. It's a small hallway.
Okay.
And there's another set of double doors 10 feet ahead of you. The
Glowy, glowy?
corridor stretches to the north and to the south a little bit, and at each end of the hall, floating in the darkness, there's a human skeleton clad in rusted armor and tattered livery of a castle guard.
Okay, the door that's across from me, does that have the glowy thing like the last one did?
No, it does not.
Okay, let's see if I can go through there.
The skeletons are floating on the north and the south.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me a perception check? They are eerie.
Okay, let's not and say we did then. Are they giving off like spooky ooky vibes?
Yeah. They seem
Do
to be
they do?
floating in the air. Their feet are not touching the floor.
Okay, that's just weird. Do they do anything when I try to approach the door?
Nope, they just hang there.
Okay, I'm gonna try and go through the door.
Okay. You open this door and it opens into a very long corridor with another entryway at the end of it.
Okay, let's go there.
20-foot high hall. It has a dark vaulted ceiling. There's draped cobwebs all over it, and there's a low moan that seems to travel through the length of the corridor as it rises and falls, intoning sadness and despair.
Oh, yay.
Another perception check, please. Thank you. Cobwebs seem normal.
Okay. Through the doors.
Okay, just a moment. When you reach the midpoint of this hallway,
I don't know how to spell roulette.
Mm-hmm.
about right there, you hear a scraping sound against the stone, followed by the squeaking of a bat. And in the direction of the noise ahead of you, there is a large creature that, with outstretched claws, flapping black cape of a vampire, and it is coming down upon you from up above. And there's a deep, throaty chuckle that fills the hall. You have an option of turning around and running, or attempting to defend yourself.
Oh, no, we're gonna run.
Okay. Back the way you came?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And as you pass through the doors, they close behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is not the way to go. All right, let's check out this stairwell.
Okay, that stairwell goes down.
Yup. You guys are really hard to find, you know that?
I'm asleep.
Yeah, they don't know.
Why can't you be Spurl in this game?
Right.
I could just be like, dude, where are you?
Make a snore check.
Another perception check, please. Thank you. Just a moment. Okay, hang on just a second. I'm having a map problem.
No worries.
That creature that flew down at you just kind of disappeared and didn't continue following. You can't tell this place is huge.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that idea.
Yeah. Okay, just a moment.
I think I know that guy.
Okay.
I mean, I'm dead serious. I actually think I know that guy. Didn't have the pork chop, kind of whiskers going on, but he, looked a lot like that. Susie, you know who he reminds me of? That guy Robert that used to live above us.
Yeah, let's not go into that.
Okay, you come down these stairs and you see that this is a place that you actually recognize again. Share this with everybody again. And you just came down those stairs. You see a room here. And to your right, you see a wooden staircase that turns down.
Okay, I'm going to keep going down.
Okay. Just one moment. Let me see if there's anything else I need to say to you about this. Oh, there's two twin alcoves right behind you. Each one has a standing suit of armor covered with dark stains. Each suit of armor clutches a mace. The business end of the mace is shaped like a dragon's head, and there are words engraved on the arches above the suits of armor, which have been scratched out. These two
Okay,
alcoves here.
can I make those out at all, or are they too scratched out?
Yeah, perception check. Actually, I'll use the last perception check you used because you just did that here. Yes, you can. So let's see. Sorry, that's not what you find. You don't find that you cannot read what it says. However, you do notice that there are some pressure plates in the area, and you know how to avoid those. They are traps.
Awesome, yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So you completely avoid those traps. If you'd like, you can try to disable those traps, since that kind of is your profession.
Sure, let's give that a roll.
Okay, dexterity check with your thieves' tools. Very nice. You've disabled the traps in this area.
Sweet.
And as you continue down the stairs, you're gonna hate me.
This place needs an elevator.
No lie.
And
You're back
you
to
are
where you
here
started.
signs by all the stairs.
You're back to where you started, and you remember again that they were led down that south corridor, that south stairwell. It is now 4 a.m.
Okay, we're gonna go back up the stairs and we're gonna go past the little guys and we're gonna go down what looks to be that hallway.
Okay, show me on the map what you said you're doing. Okay, so you're going back up those stairs? Gotcha.
Yeah. Back up those stairs and down that hallway thing.
Okay, so these stairs go up to the same place that you were in before. That was the King's Courtyard. So you're basically retracing your steps, which is fine. And you're back in the King's Courtyard.
Oh my freak.
Breadcrumbs, Nene. Breadcrumbs.
Screw it, I'm going back to bed.
That just gave me a great idea. I'm gonna lead a party around with breadcrumbs, and then convince them to leave breadcrumbs, and then I'm gonna have an animal eat the breadcrumbs behind them.
Hansel and Gretel. There you
Yeah,
go.
so then they can't find. They still lost.
Okay, so you carefully wander yourself back through the castle and find yourself back in bed. We'll just go with that, okay?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Yay, everybody give her a big hand.
When the Game
Yay!
Master has more perseverance than the player on trying to escape.
She didn't kill herself. Ah, awesome. I am proud of you. Okay, meanwhile, back to Rick. Rick has finished eating and he is slowly making his way to the castle. It's now about 8 o'clock in the morning. The weather is still dark everywhere. And so, Rick, you're safely traveling with no problem with light or anything like that. And you come up to the castle. You see ahead of you the castle gates and the drawbridge.
I was gonna be a prick and cast hallucinatory terrain on the castle so Rourke couldn't find it.
Oh my god.
Do you want to try that, and then we see if his perception beats your spellcasting skill?
No, we're fine.
Okay. I will walk up to the front door.
Well, you're at the drawbridge first.
Okay, I walk across the drawbridge.
Okay, just a moment. You see if you get in. Okay. All right. Just a second. Okay, you've successfully come into the courtyard. Just a moment.
Doop dee doop dee doopy dee doop dee doop dee doop dee doopy dee doop.
And just behind you, the tiny bat flies up into the area as well. So Thorin, you're there as well. As a bat, right? You said you're a bat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just gonna have you both arrive at the same time. Sounds like fun.
Sure.
Why not?
Okay.
Is there an open window on the castle?
There are several windows that are broken.
Well, I'm gonna fly around the castle until I find plazas in Torm's bedroom window.
Okay.
If it's closed, I'm gonna land on the windowsill and just scratch on the window.
There is indeed a window in their area. However, it's not where they're sleeping. Just a moment.
Just
Let me
want to
show
note
you
that's
what's going
really
on.
creepy that a druid can basically land on your windowsill and stare at you while you sleep.
Okay, Thorin, you land on a windowsill. As a tiny little bat. Just a moment, I'll share this map too. Okay, you've landed on the windowsill. Back to Rurik.
I see doors in front of me. I will go up and I'll knock on the doors.
Okay. And a dusk elf answers the door. He is the steward. I got the right name this time. The steward of the castle, Rahadin, answers the door and says, "Yes."
Good evening.
Hello, my name is Rick. And by any chance, have you seen a group of strange people coming through here?
He immediately closes the door, and you hear a large gong sound throughout the castle.
I don't know what's happening, but I like it.
Greatest way to get into a combat. Ask if the players are there, I guess.
There was no expression on his face or anything.
I'm beginning to get used to Dusk Elves having absolutely no expression.
And just wander around anywhere?
Meanwhile,
he will most certainly have an expression when his eyes are very close to his colon.
I see what you're saying.
But I'll wait peacefully outside, waiting for what have you to happen.
And your friend Casimir Velikov is standing there as well.
Oh, he's not my friend. He's just my fast food, that's all. He's just lunch to go.
Okay.
When these gongs go off all loud everywhere, does that wake us up?
Not yet, but it's
Okay.
coming in just a moment. Okay, so Rick and Casimir, you're standing there like wondering what's going on. Casimir is a bit worried. He's 400 years old. He's been through some of
Young
this
pup,
before.
aren't you?
Yeah, he is. And he says, we need to go another way. He says, that was an alarm bell.
Uh-huh. So?
So, do you want to follow Casimir, or do you want to stay there and see what happens?
I'm going to stand here and see what happens. Casimir
Okay.
can go off on his own.
Casimir does, in fact, do that. He runs off. Because he is intent on getting into those crypts. Meanwhile, you're standing there, and a flood of vampire spawns begin to attack. They come flooding down from the castle, down the top and over from the roof, down the sides of the walls, and you are now faced with 10 vampire spawns. Would you like to fight it out? I'm going to give you the opportunity if you want.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Awesome.
Wow.
Vampire
If-
versus 10 spawn.
Yes. Okay. Just a moment. I wasn't sure what your choice was going to be on that one.
Well, see, here's my thing. Yes, I may be a vampire. No, I do not say blah, blah, blah. But I do still have an unfortunate thing. I can't go inside.
Yeah,
Right.
you have to be asked in.
I have to be asked inside. I
And
can't.
ironically, you have to be invited into Strahd's own castle. Yes. Totally understand.
Who's a vampire? What the hell's going on?
You'll find out shortly if you ever open this damn window.
I'm magically asleep. I can't get up.
Hey, do I hear the gongs?
Yes, yes, you do.
I know how to get to the front door. I remember that. I'm gonna go find out what the heck is going on.
Okay. It's gonna take you a few rounds to get there, but
That's okay.
we will start you on that path.
Just let me know when I get there.
Does she happen to hear me squeaking very loudly and scratching at the window?
No, she hasn't found that window yet.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't know where that is.
I don't even know where that is.
But we will go back and forth when you hear it and see what happens, okay? So
Yeah, that's fine.
just a moment, let me see if I got all this right. Okay. These are the vampire spawn that have been guarding the castle all over the place. If any time a window is broken and they notice it, they come to investigate. So these are the guardians that are always on the outside of this castle. Just giving you a little extra information, metagaming here.
Even Strahd doesn't want the spawns in his house.
Of course not. They make the carpet all muddy and stuff. I look up at the vampire spawn. They're streaming down over the walls, coming
And
out of
into
every
the
orifice of
courtyard.
this place, and I have a heavy sigh. Well then, I suppose if you really want to dance with me, you're gonna lose. I like to step on feet.
Well, this is definitely going to give you an opportunity to play a vampire.
I apologize right now. I'm going to apologize to you right now, Melvin.
Yeah?
Yep. You'll see.
Okay. Okay. You go ahead.
Do you want me to roll initiative or anything?
Yes, please. Okay.
Oh my god, I cannot stop yawning. That's so terrible. But I'm not involved. I'm just sitting here waiting. Just waiting. I'm asleep in the other room since the whole game started. I've been publishing my book. Checking my email. My book just got published. Oh, I know what I can do. I can update my website with my new book crap. That might screw with my stream though. I better not do it during a broadcast. Better not do it. I can't be efficient.
And by the way, I am not waiting for them to come all the way down. I'm going to join them on the wall, and I'll just fight them while I'm standing on the wall.
Okay.
So it's going to be a very interesting fight as we fight sideways on the walls.
In true vampire form.
Exactly.
Okay. Choose the wall that you're heading to. Do you see them coming at you?
I'm going to the one right there to the northeast of me. So the first 45-degree angle wall that I just moved my token next to.
Okay. So at this point, we're going to change the map idea to be vertical. And we'll just put you in the middle of all of the vampire spawn that are coming down at you. So if you can think of it that way.
Out of game, did your speed change as a vampire, or do you
Rob.
still have the same dwarf speed?
I still move. Don't worry. I move. That's what I do. I move a lot. So don't worry. You'll see. And Rob, it's Volo.
Oh, Volo. Okay, sorry. It is spell check.
Okay. Is there a way to take everybody else out of the combat?
Yeah, just right click.
Yeah, if you right click on each individual person, you can actually take them out.
I just typed in the chat. I'm excited for Volva's Guide to Monster.
Yes, you have to delete them off of it.
Okay.
You can just join us back in later.
Right, I'll do that. Should make this go a little... Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave everybody there because everybody's going to get a chance to do other things. I'll just keep everybody there. This is going to be fun.
Well, I think if we don't have initiatives, it doesn't cycle through us, does it?
Okay, everybody roll initiative.
It will cycle through, just as it'll just leave us as 0, but
actually,
if you...
yeah, just leave yourself as 0. We'll cycle through you. It'll get to you. That'll give me a chance to see how long it takes Shanae to get hers too.
Yes, it does.
Alright, I guess you're starting the round off then.
If she can figure out what's going on, yes, we are now starting.
Passing my turn.
Passing my turn. I probably don't have things like Hunter's Mark and some other things that I'm asleep with. I've got 1,000 effects.
Yeah, I noticed that. A few effects there, just a few.
Actually, I think Hunter's Mark is the only one I don't have.
Melvin, while he moves, I'm using my legendary action to actually get around behind them now. Above them, as it were.
Okay.
Since I have to use my legendary actions on somebody else's turn. So
yeah,
I'm moving to there.
Okay. So you both figure that you are north of it, or just
those nasty mobs caught Jake.
Great.
Jake 69 trying to sneak into the Kobold stronghold through the secret entrance and attacked. Raid failed.
Yeah, your bull strength is no longer there because I cast it on you, and when I cast a different spell, that one's gone.
Loot 69, classic.
I don't know where Hunter's Mark came from.
He has it as an ability of his paladin, I believe.
Yeah. I cast it so that I could follow Shanae. Remember?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were huge, so you still have it on her unless you lose
Well,
it.
but
when you're sleeping, right?
it only goes us for an hour or something. Yeah, and it's concentration. So
That'd be awesome concentration if you could do that while sleeping.
well, yeah. Well, I was under
Mm-hmm.
an 8 hour magical sleep.
So I guess Melvin, you'll have to remove those two effects from him.
Which two?
Hunter's Mark and Bull Strength.
Oh yeah, bull strength. I didn't even see.
Yeah, I cast that on you a while ago.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got it.
Melvin, can you draw a line or something like underneath the vampire spawn so I know how high up we are?
Yeah, we're just gonna take each square as 5 feet, if that'll work for you.
Yep, that 5 feet is fine by me, but I just want to know where the ground is.
Gotcha.
Too bad you can't turn the map vertical.
I know. In fact, I should probably just use a map that has nothing but squares on it. Let's stick the ground here.
Wow. So the yawning done, or
How's that?
I don't see where you put. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, just
Gotcha.
threw it in. Okay. So this vampire.
Yep, I'm good with that.
Okay. Vampire spawn. Here we go. Yippee yippee.
So I'm guessing you're 45 feet in the air?
Okay, so the first one
yes.
attacks. And does 9 damage. Vampire Spawn 2 is next. It's hard to do this with the masking on the...
oh my god, I can't take it.
Vampire 2 also climbs up next to you. And let's see what happens here.
I don't know what he could have done to further involve us, but having one person in the game do stuff
As he moves towards me,
for half an hour while everybody else just waits is kind of a bad thing.
Where is 2? I don't see him.
Yeah, he's partially hidden because of the masking.
He's the one to your power.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't even see him.
Oh,
There
he
you
is.
go.
Okay. Yeah, as he moves towards me, I'm going to punch him in the face. It is one of my legendary actions.
He doesn't quite get up to you when he casts a gust of wind at you. So you get to do a strength saving throw.
I'm just going to catch a nap here for real while my character is asleep
That's a saving throw.
in the other room, never having done anything this whole game. Hello?
Yeah, strength saving throw. And you are pushed 15 feet away from you in a
Approaching
direction
an hour and a half of play.
off of the castle. So he shoves you off of the castle, back down to the floor.
Shapeshift into a bat before hitting the ground.
Okay. Okay, so you're about there and you shapeshift into a bat.
Which is my 3rd legendary action. So I'm out of legendary actions at the moment.
No. Vampire Spawn number 3. Races towards you. Still on the wall. You're not on the wall because you're flying now. We have to think three-dimensionally here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just a moment.
Gotta think like those kids in that movie. What the heck was the name of it? Where they were training in space. They're training them to fight a war against insects or something. I forget.
Starship Troopers?
No, not Starship Troopers. They were kids. And the one was going to be the leader of the fleet. He was controlling the fleet from.
Oh, the Harrison Ford one. I forget.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Infidelity or something like that. It wasn't Infidelity, but it was. One. What the heck?
The kid had a dream about goring out a giant's eyeball and stuff like that. I read the book and then I couldn't wait till the movie came out when I heard the movie came out. But the movie did not compare to the book. The book was way better.
People always say the book is better, and I always say that's never true because the movie takes 2 hours and the book takes 2 weeks.
But the second book in the series, I know the name of that one.
No matter how good the book is, it only took 2 hours to watch the movie, so that's
Ender's
better.
Game?
Yes, Ender's Game, that's it.
Orson Scott Card. Sorry, I was looking at the options that this guy has. He turns into a bat and attacks as well. Okay, Vampire Spawn 4 does the same thing.
I actually just fell asleep.
Bat. Attack.
Oh my god, I better go to some webpage or something so I
That's
keep my mind
hit.
engaged. Sitting here waiting. I gotta check my sales.
You go through one round of getting yourself downstairs. Vampire Spawn 5. That time, he flies out also to attack. Misses. Vampire 6. Turns into a bat, flies out to attack.
Oh.
Vampire 7. It's kind of nice they're all in the air, so now we can do this three-dimensionally. Vampire 8 rushes to you as well. Probably underneath or on top. That's a miss. Attempts to bite. Just a moment. Okay. And 9 gets into the action as well. Okay.
Oh,
Critical
no!
hit.
Ugh.
Okay. Rurik, your turn.
Excellent. All right, first thing, at the beginning of my turn, I automatically gain back 20 hit points.
That is correct.
Let's see here. Then, as a bonus action, I'm going to Children of the Night. Summoning immediately to me 2d4 bat swarms.
Okay.
6 bat swarms.
Okay. Just a moment. I'm glad you're having so much fun.
I am.
It's fun being a vampire.
Yes.
Is that a spell or is that an ability?
That's an ability.
Can't keep my eyes open.
Boy, I hope this isn't boring everybody to death.
Oh my god, I'm not joking. You just literally woke me up.
Yeah, I'm
my
sure.
head almost hit my keyboard. I was trying to surf web pages just to keep my mind involved while we're waiting, but I couldn't even do that.
Yeah, and the more we bring into this thing, the more worse it's going to be.
Oh, don't worry. I'm waiting for something to happen, and I got gears within gears planning.
Awesome. Oh, wrong guy. He's still hostile. He's the other one that's not.
I really need Pleasant Torm to wake up, but
Right? Okay, Rook, you've got these guys at you now.
Okay. Then I'm going to... Oh, I need one of them. Who shall it be? I'll pick you. You're my new friend.
He saved his wisdom save?
He made his wisdom save?
Yes.
Okay, I suppose he made his wisdom save. I tried to charm him.
That's okay.
And...
So you can do all this as a bat?
Yeah. I can use all of my abilities as a bat.
Okay.
Except for my unarmed strike. In case I can just bite with that.
Okay. You can play the swarm of bats as well. Do I need to give you control somehow?
Where are they? I don't see them on the map.
They're in the combat tracker. I haven't even put them on the map yet. You can...
Okay, basically, what I'll do is I'm going to make this big circle, which I had already pre-made. That big circle is going to have these swarms of bats in it. They're going to swarm in and amongst the vampire spawn. Anytime a vampire spawn ends its turn inside one of these swarms of bats, it will be taking damage.
Okay. let's just figure out how to do this automatically then.
So
As
it's
per
like
whatever the
time.
Swarm of Bat rules are, so.
it's like elemental attack.
Okay. So we'll just assume they're going to take d4 piercing damage at the beginning of their turn.
Correct.
Okay.
As long as they're within that circle. Basically, well, I'm going to try to center that circle on me as much as possible.
Okay.
So as I move, the bats move.
All right. We'll just do that automatically so that we don't have to take each turn for every bat swarm.
Just like in the movie.
Exactly.
And okay, so Vampire Spawn 10 has a turn now. He is not within your bat swarm. Just a moment, looking for his options.
Vampire on vampire action can be very, very time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, just a second. Especially when the DM doesn't know what he's doing, right?
No. As I said, I apologized before this even started.
Yes, you did.
And here, while you're looking stuff up, I'm gonna ask you, how would you rule the fact that, okay, we now have 6 vampire spawns who are bats, I'm a bat, and we have 6 swarms of bats. So there's lots of bats. The swarms of bats understand who is who. They understand that I'm their leader, so therefore they're gonna leave me alone.
You're
They
their
also
master.
understand that the vampire spawn are their enemies and will attack them. But the vampire spawn have no idea who's who.
Okay.
So does that give me like some sort of concealment bonus?
Yeah, they might get disadvantage on their attacks.
Possibly. However, I think we're going to do this just a little bit differently because I don't want this to completely kill the game.
Might be too late.
We're going to assume that your bats are making attacks against the vampires are making attacks against you and the bats. Each of these vampire spawns is also going to attempt to dominate you.
Not
so
gonna
that
happen.
they can control you. Well, I guess we can find out. They can cast it as a 5th level slot.
Okay.
And you'll just have to run a wisdom saving throw.
You tell me when I need them.
Or be basically charmed by them.
Okay. So you just tell me when I need one.
Okay, you need one right now. It doesn't explain what the wisdom saving throw has to be. Is it their spellcasting ability?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
To help you along with that, it would be 8 plus their proficiency plus their modifier for their spellcasting.
Right. I was just hoping that it would show it on the actual screen itself.
Did you try casting the spell on Rourke? It might have it built into the spell.
Yeah, these are special vampire spawn because they're under the direction of Strahd. Normal vampire spawn don't even have these spells.
Ah.
And so all it is a description. But let's see, they're casting 5th level spells. What level would that make them?
Probably 9.
10th.
9 or 10.
Probably. Okay, Thorin, so what would their spellcasting ability be?
Mine's 15. But that's with my wisdom and modifier, which is +4, plus my proficiency +3.
Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and rule this for a minute. Just based on all of these bats and everything that are flying around, we're just going to go ahead and move into Thorin's space here. Okay, Thorin, you're up on the wall. There's a window. It's closed in front of you.
So did I get dominated or no?
Tell you in a minute. So Thorin, what would you like to do here?
And am I in position on the castle where I can see all this happening with him?
No. This is on the other side of the castle, unfortunately.
That's fine. That's fine. Then that changes my plans. I'm just going to keep scratching and squiggling at the wheel and window until one of them wake up and open the window.
Okay. Torm and Plaz, you're awake.
Whoa. Okay, I wasn't awake. What do I do? Am I okay? Let me find my guy. I gotta get to the other map here. Oh, the ding woke me up. Okay, so here we go. So I wake up. This is Torm now, right?
Yes.
Okay, Torm wakes up. And he hears squeaking. I go and I find out what the squeaking is.
All right. So you go to the door, open the door, and outside the door you see a bat at a window.
Do I recognize the bat?
It's a bat.
Well, it's
What
a
is
bat
there
with
to
melted
recognize?
eyes.
It's got Thorin's eyes. No.
I go and I
Not
look at this
anymore.
bat.
I just squeak, 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 and keep scratching at the window.
He starts squeaking in
open the
Morse
window.
code.
I open the window.
As you open the window, I fly in, transform into Thorin, and I say, long story short, Rorik's a vampire. He killed me. I was resurrected. We need to go. Either try to defeat Rorik or subdue him.
Okay, Torm, I want you to roll an insanity check, please.
Okay.
Thorin has no eyes.
What?
Yes,
Just a
I have no
D20.
eyes.
Just a D20? Okay.
Yes.
My eyes are melted.
Oh my good God.
No, that's good.
Oh, that's good? Okay.
No, that's good.
I have a question. My question for Thorin is, when are you going to turn into a vampire, and what do I need to do about that?
I did not forego the vampire ritual, so I'm not going to turn into a vampire.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get Plaz and go get this Rurik and see what he has to say. Where's Shanae?
You guys followed her here. I have no idea.
Oh, she's here. I saw her last night. She's going to get married to Count Strahd. It's all very bad.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God, we need to find her.
All right, so...
All right, well, we need to find her and then deal with Rorik outside. Rorik can't come in until he's invited. Just so you know.
Is he our friend?
I told you, he killed me, so I don't know anymore.
Okay. Let's get. So then Torm calls for Plaz to come out, and he'll come out, and then we'll make a plan.
Please come out and play.
Play, yes, come out and play, yay! With the 3 bottles on my fingers to clank together. Okay, so then that's going to be what we do, Melvin, is make a plan to find Shanae / deal with Rurik, whichever we happen to do first.
You know your way to the front door.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Because Rob doesn't, but Plaz does.
That's right.
Let's make our way to the front door.
So you're going to make your way
Let's see if we can
to the north
see
and down
Shanae
those
on the way.
stairs.
Okay, so we do that.
So let's just go by the number of feet that you would move and do it at your speed.
Yeah, this will be a round thing then.
Yep.
Okay, so then I
Back
would.
to
this out.
Rurik.
So let's see. I would have dashed out to the window and then up there. So within 5 or 10 feet, I'm sure that's where I'd be.
Close enough.
Well, we're all going to be dashing. It's just going to be a round thing now.
Yeah, I'm looking to see. I don't even know we got 30 and what's this other guy? Everybody's 30. Okay.
Okay.
So that would have been 10, 20, 30, 10, 20. Yeah, everybody be right here. That's one round.
Awesome. That's the end of that round. Okay, welcome to round 3. Round 3, back to the vampire spawns and Rurik. All these vampire spawns are going to try to do the same thing, dominate Rurik. You probably got a 1 in 20 chance of surviving this, Rurik.
Oh, all right. There are 2 sides to this coin.
Yeah.
Side 1 is I want the game to advance forward, and I honestly really don't want to be a vampire.
Okay.
But on the second side, I want to actually go through it at the same time as a player. I've never gotten to, do something like this, so I want to do it.
Oh,
but
boy.
it's going to bog them play, and it's going to be incredibly difficult. So,
well, would everybody like to take a vampire and see if you can take Rurik out? We could also
my plan was to try to subdue Rurik and then find out what his plan was. But if all else fails, we're killing Rurik because he killed me. I still have that in the back of my mind that he killed me.
Well, and so my plan as a DM was that if Rurik chose to come to the front door and show himself, he would be attacked. If Rurik chose to go with the Dusk Elf, then he probably could sneak into the castle and continue that goal. But so Rurik chose to do this, so I figured,
well, you got to remember he failed all his sanity checks, so he's insane and he's a little arrogant too.
That is so true. And eventually, after a certain number of these things, the master is going to show up, and I'm not sure Rurik is really ever going to survive any of this. However,
what is Thorin undead?
No, but his eyes have melted out of his face.
No, but I have melted eyes.
Oh, Plaz, you need to run an insanity check on him too.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, right. Okay.
Just roll a d20 for Plaz.
And
so that's not a 1. That's the other one from the others. That's Plaz, not Torm.
Oh God.
What happens to me?
That's the wrong way to go.
Do I get to roll on a table? That's all I want to know. I'm very excited.
Yes, you will.
Awesome.
Now you're in Rurik's shoes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God, my plan is backfiring.
This is all backfiring. This is great fun.
Like, I have ways to deal with Rurik right now. It's just we need to get to him.
Couldn't I have hung on your bat feet and flew out the window, and you could have guided me to the ground?
No, I was an actual small bat.
Oh yeah, well yeah. No, I realized that. How much can you carry? I'm a dragonborn. How much can I weigh?
I don't think an actual bat could actually carry a dragonborn.
Yeah, I weigh
'Cause
260.
I could like sit on your head. And I had to use my level 4 spell to do that anyways, because I can't fly yet as in my beast forms.
All right, let's see what kind of crazy Plaza is now.
Okay, just a second. This is the equivalent of DM looking all this stuff up in all of his books, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Game masters are talking, so
Yeah.
without trying to make it overt that we're talking, but we're talking.
So true. So true.
Do I actually know my eyes are melted?
Well, you can't really look in a mirror to find out, so no.
Yeah, because I do have an advantage because I have blind sight up to 60 feet, so I can see everything up to 60 feet. So
Yeah, you can feel everything up to 60 feet and see it that way.
Okay, come on.
Okay, just a second.
Let's get some shit going here. Oh, the thing isn't even the TeamSpeak thing isn't even. I hate TeamSpeak because you can't scroll. It scrolls away. People join the channel and it goes all crazy. Try to keep it on the game, but Curse is better for that because it just keeps the
By the
voices.
way, I so enjoy the fact that whispers are made nice big letters. That way my stream
Me
can read
too.
them too.
I love that the whispers are big. Like when I play in your game, I can barely read my own whispers. But you have to have that what is it, the theme for it, because there's no extension
It's an
that make it
add-on.
bigger. Yeah.
It's an extension that you get for Fantasy Grounds.
What is it called, by the way?
I think it's called extras or something.
Does anybody know what More 5e Fun is?
That's it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I use that one all the time.
Okay, then. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna roll.
Okay, here it
Oh
comes.
my god,
Short-term madness.
I'm very scared. Okay, I rolled, and it says, I retreat into my mind and become paralyzed.
Okay,
Awesome.
and 1d10 minutes, please.
1d10 minutes.
Jesus. 5
So-
minutes.
So for 5 minutes, you are
50
paralyzed.
rounds.
Do
You're paralyzed for 50 rounds.
no, that's no big deal. I'll just go back to sleep. What does anybody know that? Like, do other characters know that if they damage me in some way that I'll not be paralyzed, or do they not know that?
I don't
Well,
even think I realize you're paralyzed because I don't actually see you. I just see your form.
so in fact, what probably would have happened, Plaz, is this would have happened when you were back over by the window and you saw Thorin standing there. And so I
Yeah.
would imagine that as you're
Okay.
standing there, Thorin's there and he's like, come on, let's go. And you're just paralyzed. And Torm also.
Yeah.
So they're both back there seeing you paralyzed. So let's see.
Then we would have realized.
What would your reaction be here?
I would push him,
'Cause I
and
was-
Torm would push Plaz and say, "Come on, snap out of it. What's going on?"
Start smacking him around.
Well, I mean, I don't know that I would do that. I mean, I just would be like, "Come on, man, what's your deal?" And then does he just not react in any way?
Well, I turn to Torm and I say, "Do you have Lesser Restoration memorized right now? Because I do not."
Oh, Torm's gonna give you an answer to that as soon as Rob
Okay.
looks it up. Yes, it is a domain spell that I have. So yes, I can do that.
Well, cast it on him. I think he's affected by something.
I cast Lesser Restoration on Plaz. And then I
That
wait
should remove
to
it.
see if the DM says it does anything.
So Torm casts Lesser Restoration on Plaz.
Yeah. He's got a
Okay.
second level Lesser Restoration life domain spell. So he's got it prepared.
Yeah, and you touch a creature and can either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. Removed.
Perfect. You're
Boom.
good to go now.
All right. And then we go
And
back
so-
up to where we were.
Right. We just put you all back up there. Okay, so now we're going to move right along here. So in the meantime, been discussing this with the other DMs here, one of them anyway, to figure out how to handle all of this bat and vampire stuff. And we've decided that the vampire spawn have done their job pretty much, except they weren't able to quite dominate. At this point, we've gone through several rounds. Rurik is now half taken out. Let's see if I can explain the rest of this. The bats are
you're
gone.
ruining my plan.
The DM is ruining your plan.
Yeah, because I was going to go out there, cast Hold Person,
That never
Daylight
happens.
Spell, Entangle, all my utility spells to deal with Rorik right now just to subdue him, but no, oh well.
Okay, well, this could be interesting.
Because like Daylight would deal with the spawns. They'd be like, we're weak! And then we could just mess them up.
We're weak.
Yeah, Daylight, it makes them weak.
Oh, I forgot Ron sniffs.
I'm assuming that I'm still trying to get down there.
Shanae has made it to the front. Just one moment, I'm continuing on here, and then it'll be your turn, Shanae. So Shanae has made it to the grand entryway there. That vampire spawn is gone.
Awesome. Just back it up to me.
That vampire spawn is gone. That one is gone. That one is gone. Rurik has suffered some damage. He no longer has any of his legendary actions available.
Which is awesome.
Torm and Plaz have reunited with Shanae and Thorin.
Are we gonna gang tackle this mofo? What are we gonna do?
We're going to put you all in the middle of this.
Insanity dice because I'm going to explain the same thing to her that I just explained to them.
And outside, Strahd von Sarovich has appeared.
Ooh. Oh, he has?
Yes.
Do we like it? Last time I saw him, he said, I'll see you tomorrow. Awesome. And then I went to sleep. So, as far as I know, everything's cool.
I'm just going to move myself over towards the wall a little bit. That's all. That way the players have good view.
You're no
Since we're
longer
standing
on the wall,
on the
right?
ground again, so
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is Strahd a normal sized person, or is he in fact big, like large? I mean,
Depends on what he wants to be.
oh my God! Okay, it's scary.
He's a vampire lord.
Yeah, he's a
worse than that. He's the
400-year-old
freaking dreadlord
vampire.
of this domain.
Yep.
Right,
So
but I
he's-
mean, I just was looking at his size to see if he was he can change. He can do whatever he wants, I guess.
We are nowhere near capable of fighting him right now, so we'd probably want to run.
Or, considering he still thinks that Shanae might be under his control, you may think of that as part of your strategy as well.
Yeah. Plus, he said last night to Torm and I, he said, "Welcome."
invited to the
Yeah,
wedding.
he told us we were invited to the wedding, and like, and then I can't remember exactly what happened, but then I was asleep.
His butler led you, or his steward
That's
of
right.
the castle led you up to the
Rachmaninoff took
room,
us upstairs there. Yeah.
and you were going to take watch, and then some reason, which you still don't know why, you fell into a magical sleep. Both of you did, and you woke up in your beds, so apparently it wasn't a bad thing. All right, Shanae, we're to you. And it's your turn to decide how you want to roleplay this.
What in the world is going on down here?
Don't forget, you got to roll that insanity dice, because my eyes are melted.
Oh, yep. Please roll insanity.
Does that have to be every turn?
No, it's just going to happen to everybody as they first meet him.
Oh, okay.
So
So
is that
just the
a
one
straight
time.
up D20 or?
Yep.
This is like a shock roll, yeah. Yep, and I have your score here, so I know what it will be if you miss. You're okay.
Awesome. Good.
You're not insane. Okay.
Well, short story. You followed a dire wolf into this damn castle, which I knew you were under the influence of Strahd, and Rourke is now a vampire. And he killed me. And that's why I came back with melted eyes. And either we have to go kill Rourke or subdue him and find out what the hell, get him back on our side.
Mm-hmm. Let's take care of this right now. And I'll start moving outside.
Okay. So head your speed to the outside.
Yeah, that's as far as I can move.
We
right
understand Shanae to be saying, let's take care of this, as in, let's kill Rurik, or what do we?
I don't know.
I'm going to follow her lead right now, because I
Okay.
think I know what she's going to do.
Okay. But you're going to wait and do that on your turn, or what's up?
Oh, I just moved with her.
Can we do that?
Are
Can we
are
all?
we,
Can we
are
all
we
move?
doing initiatives? Oh, we're not locked.
No, Melvin doesn't lock us ever. But
Sometimes I do.
but you said to go in turn order, though. You is what you said earlier.
Yeah.
So
We are going in turn order here.
okay.
Okay, then I guess I'm back there.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and lock them. It's okay. Let's kind of figure this out. So Rurik really wants to fight Strahd at the moment, and Strahd's position on this is there are no other vampire lords in this area, and because Rurik wasn't changed into a vampire by Strahd himself, so Rurik is a threat to Strahd. And that's the purpose that, I've been thinking about this for 2 weeks. Like, what the heck are we going to do now? Because Rurik turned into a vampire. And so I've been thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. And so that was basically my idea, that Strahd would consider Rurik a threat and would have to try to get rid of him. And so that is what Strahd is now trying to do.
Good, because I've been thinking about it for 2 weeks as well, and I have a counter. So I'm ready when you are.
Okay.
Do I know, do either of my characters know if Shanae is under any type of charm or persuasion from Strahd?
You guys are interested in what's going on with Shanae because the last you saw, she was standing with Strahd in a wedding dress at the top of those stairs.
And so do I think she's going to try and kill Strahd or try and kill Rurik?
Yeah. Well, you just heard me accuse her of being under the influence of Strahd, too.
You'll have to roleplay it to figure out what that means for you.
Okay.
Because these are all things that, as the DM, I can't tell you what you're thinking.
Right. No, I just want to make sure I heard everything correctly and what. Okay, so that's fine. I'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, I wanted to roll an insight check on Shanae too, right?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, that's a pretty good insight check. You can see that she's not under any influence.
Okay, good. I will inform Torm and Plaz. Just play along.
However, I don't know if you know what that means as far as what she said she was going to do. That still seems to be in question. And it is 8 o'clock my time. It's time for a 10-minute break.
Oh no,
Perfect
that's all right. I'm gonna leave my headset on, so just yell if I don't respond. Just keep yelling my
The other
name.
players didn't have a break at all.
10-minute break.
Okay.
Make it. We'll be together at 1/4 after the hour. Thanks.
I really want to see what your counter is now.
Y'all be able to see what my counter is. Don't worry. If I live through this round.
Yeah, that's true.
All I need to do is just get to my action. That's it. That's all I have to do is get to my action. And it's just fine that Thorin keeps telling everybody that I'm a vampire and I killed him, because it seems like you've forgotten what I told you while you were a zombie, which is cool, because that means that while you were a zombie, you had no mind to remember it.
Yep, I had an intelligence of 1, so I have nothing from my zombie hour life.
So you don't even know what my plan is, and I told you what my plan was. So this actually is going to be really awesome.
Well, me, personally, I know what your plan is. My character doesn't. So the word is mom.
Exactly. I want my mummy. So in OBS, I finally figured out how to use video as part of my my stream. So now I have things like
Nice.
video up. Like if you go to over to my stream right now, you'll see my be right back message. It's awesome.
Let me right-click you in Discord and watch your stream.
Let me type in the URL Twitch for GeoQuester because I hate Discord.
We'll
Oh my
get you
god,
to
my
love it
Discord's
someday.
getting even better. I have my Nightbot hooked up to my Discord now. I've got everything else hooked up. Oh my god, it's amazing. I've got all sorts of shit going on.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Oh, sorry. That
Is
is
that friggin'?
awesome. Yeah, that's effing awesome. It's so hard for me because every other word in my family is a swear word.
Oh, I'm the most foul-mouthed creature there ever walked the planet Earth.
Oh, sorry. I
Hey,
grew
so-
up learning that was my first word. Yeah, that's effing awesome.
So Jeff, that's a video loop,
It's
or
so hard for me because
Yep, that's a
every
video
other
loop.
word in my family is a swear word.
oh, I'm the most foul-mouthed creature there ever walked the planet
Which
Earth.
we're talking over the top of right now.
Oh yeah, because I
grew
just
up
heard
learning that
myself
was my
say
first
I'm the
word.
most foul-mouthed.
Yeah, I always mute his stream because I got the delay.
Yeah, I just wanted to see the video. I turned it off, but yeah, that's pretty cool.
And when I did the well, Rob, go back over. I'll show you what my my
Okay.
background is for loading up Ravenloft.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
cool.
nice. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I found a video that I could loop as the moon going behind clouds and stuff like on a dark night, and was able to put that as a background. And then Eraser actually goes, you know, that moon should be red. So I just changed the filters and stuff, and I made it into a red moon while it was playing in my stream. So people got to watch me live change it.
Nice.
That's cool. How do you? Is there a page for OBS that tells you Oh, this is how you put a video in your stream? Because mine is just a slideshow of images, not actual video playing.
Are you using OBS Studio or OBS Classic?
OBS Classic.
That's why. If I'm using Studio now because it actually made my bandwidth and everything better, and it made the quality better for the stream. And then it comes with so many extra bells and whistles to it. I was like, oh my god, this is freaking amazing.
Maybe I'll just switch over then, because when I started a year ago, I loaded up Studio and I was just overwhelmed. I'm like, I don't even have any clue what I'm doing. But now that I know what I'm doing, I could probably swing it. So after I finish the Rosloff thing, I'll take some time and switch over, and I'll have the new bells and whistles. Because that is cool. That Be Right Back thing is cool too. I like it.
And this allows me also to make video of almost like an introductory video at the beginning of every one of the streams, so I can introduce what the characters are and stuff like that with music and everything. So it's going to be kind of interesting. It's going to be like cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Is there a timer for your Quester bot for when it does the welcome message?
No, I use Ultimate Twitch Bot for QuesterBot, and it takes a full 60 seconds to load whenever somebody new comes into the room. Like, I can see that you've come into the room by looking at my panel for it, but
Mm-hmm.
QuesterBot doesn't recognize it until it's gone through the entire timer. So therefore, if somebody joins and then immediately leaves, it won't say anything. But if you're there when the timer times out, which is once a minute, then it'll kick you over at that beginning of that minute.
There's no way to change that with like a 10-second timer or anything?
No, unfortunately, there's not. It's just the. I mean, I'm sure there is, but not quickly and easily.
Okay.
So that's why I added Nightbot into my stuff, is so I could actually do some more functionality in the stream itself, like polls and being able to spend the coins and do all the rest of that stuff. So that way we could have a little bit more functionality with the stream.
Yeah, I like how you did it with Discord, where you added all the music and stuff too.
Which I can't wait to actually start using on Fridays.
Yeah, you
Being
should
able to
see
give you
all the
guys
stuff
sound
that he
effects and
implemented,
stuff.
Rob.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to do that, but I haven't had the time to do any back end stuff to make my stream better, which I would like to do, but I'm working on other stuff. It's taking up all my time, and obviously I'm not getting enough sleep. Holy crap! Oh no, there's only 2 minutes left on break. I haven't even got up my chair yet. I'll better do that. I'll be right back.
I know, neither have
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I better go up and go to the bathroom and stuff right now.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you, Mint, for letting me know that. Yes, I'm really, really trying to get the stream to be a lot more, a lot more video gamer friendly, because I want to get video gamers into tabletop gaming. That's basically why I'm here. I would rather get more people into the hobby so we have more people to play with than sit back and keep streaming the typical FPS or MMOs that you see on Twitch or on YouTube. I'd rather do tabletop gaming.
Tell you, I enjoy tabletop a lot more than video games right now.
You can save you hundreds of cartridges.
But I will say, I have to learn an entirely new set of skills in order to do all this. I mean, I understand how to use Photoshop. I understand how to use some other basic programs, but I'm like really digging into brand new territory by using things like Premiere Pro to make videos and to edit things and to do a lot of other stuff. And it's a lot of work to do this stuff. On top of the fact that I actually have a regular book project that I'm working on right now as well.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I gave up on DMing, because it's a lot of work.
But I have to thank Rob, because Rob is the one who actually kind of opened my eyes to the online streaming portion of it. Before this, I've always said, and I'm saying, when I say always, I mean I've been playing since the mid 70s. I've always said that role-playing is not a spectator sport, and I've noticed that this is a lot different. And I kind of enjoy having this, as long as it's not distracting me. Sweet, Rob.
Yeah, I'm a multi. I got 3 screens going right now. And I got my iPhone and my iPad if I need it. Like, what's up? I can watch 7 streams, play 6 games at a time. Whatever has to happen.
Exactly. Multitasking. Out the yang.
How many games are you in now, Rob?
9. Running 3.
Oh my god.
2 of those are face-to-face. 7 are online. 2 of the ones I DM are online. 1 of them is face-to-face.
I'm in 3 and I'm still having problems keeping up with my characters.
Yeah, some of them are bi-weekly. So the ones that are, let's see, I'll count how many weekly. It's 5 weekly and 4 bi-weekly.
Yes. For anybody in my stream, yes, I will be more than happy to talk to you outside of game time. Those of you who are on my Discord, go ahead and message me privately about helping me. I have no issue with that. If you have the skills or the time to do something, I am more than willing to have people help me.
I did get Melvin into Discord, but onto my server just for like a minute or so.
That's the other thing I have to do is I have to study. I have to like learn how to use Discord because it's so frustrating to me because it wouldn't be frustrating if I knew what I was doing, but everything I click, it goes here. I go to the wrong thing. I'm on the wrong, I chat the wrong way. I do the wrong room, and I just need to take the time to get it straight.
Once you get used to it, you'll fall in love with it.
Also, the thing that I don't like about it especially is the chat, the stream Twitch chat connect thing when the players talk and it shows up on Fantasy Grounds.
You're talking about the overlay?
Yeah, it doesn't work right. It does not correctly work, and it
Do you
puts
have it up now?
people's names over the no, because we're not using Discord now. We're using TeamSpeak. But
Well,
whenever
I think
when
there
I
was an update that fixed it.
oh really? Because last
Yeah,
night when we were playing, people's names were still showing up. Like if I talk, and then you talk, your name goes on top of mine, and they're double. They're both there, and you can't read it. You know what I mean?
The next time you log into it, where it says next to the bell and pinned messages on the top right, it will have a little green arrow with a slash under it. That's the updates. You click on that, and
Okay,
it'll
so
automatically
then
update
yeah,
Discord.
I'll check that out. Because they probably won't use that again until Jeff's game on Friday.
The only time I use TeamSpeak now is right here in this game.
Yeah, I like Curse because the little green circles show up and around the person's
Yeah, the
thing.
overlay.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like it.
By the way, Rob, in your Discord menu, you can actually turn off the overlay if you don't like it.
Yeah, I knew you could do that, but I do like it because I want people who are watching the stream to know who's talking, you know?
Ah, okay. I understand. I definitely understand that.
And like in my stream
Oh.
now, I have TeamSpeak to where, and the frustrating thing about TeamSpeak is if somebody joins a room, it pushes the thing up and you got to move it all the time.
Okay, thanks for your patience, everybody. I'm back.
Oh, when you were gone on break, Melvin, Strahd died.
Oh, okay.
He's dead.
Great. We can all go home.
Yeah, that's it. It's done. We
Well,
win.
except for me and Rurik.
It's the end of the evening. All right. Okay. It's Strahd's turn. Strahd casts a spell at Rurik. It's called Gust of Wind. Forces Rurik to the ground.
We're all fucked.
And immediately surrounding Rurik are 15 or 16, can't remember, 16 wolves that Strahd has called to his side.
Sweet. Nice puppies.
And Rurik, you are
Oh
forced
my
to the ground.
God.
You can't move. Strahd then basically says to Rurik, "You're not welcome here."
That's fine. I don't want to be here anymore.
Your kind do not exist in this land.
Then how do we go home?
And
Everyone's told us.
Okay.
Everyone's told us that we have to kill you in order for us to go home. If you have another way, I'm willing to listen.
I'm trying to think of Strahd's reaction. Yeah, I know what you're trying to do. Strahd says nobody goes home. He's basically starts to explain to you the rules of the land, and the rules of the land are that this land is ruled by a power of darkness, and that power of darkness won't even let him out of this land. And he says, if I can't go, neither can you.
What a bitch.
Then I suppose we're at an impasse.
So, do you surrender?
Well, any sentient creature would see this as an opportunity to live. But living in a land like this, under a rule like this, that's no way to live. So no, I choose to kill you instead.
Strahd just smiles at you. Okay. So you're being held to the ground by this gust of strong wind that's aimed straight at you and keeping you on the ground. all of these wolves gathered around you begin to tear your flesh apart one by one.
Misty escape as a reaction.
Misty escape as a reaction. You don't have any more legendary actions.
It's not a legendary action. It's a reaction.
Okay. All right. Again, stupidity on the DM's part. What is a Misty escape?
Turns
Remember
me into
when-
a cloud of mist
yeah.
that I can go away with.
True.
Remember when I was chasing that
Yes.
vampire and he was in misty form?
Yes, I do. I do remember that. But the gusty wind is holding you down.
I think the gusty wind would probably blow him away, right?
I guess it depends on Strahd's will and desire. He's concentrating on it, holding you down. So, good question.
Unless he's changing it into a funnel, he's blowing
In
it
mist
away.
form, you can't take any action, speak, or manipulate any objects. You're weightless. You have a flying speed of 20. You can hover. You can enter a hostile creature's space and stop there. If air can pass through the space, the mist can do so without squeezing. Can't pass through water. Has advantage on strength, dexterity, constitution saving throws. Immune to all non-magical damage except the damage he takes from sunlight. So I suppose, if we really want to be mean here, Strahd's image that you see there disappears, and the clouds open, and a beam of sunlight pierces Rurik as the wolves
Ouch.
tear him apart.
Ouch!
Are the wolves magical attacks? Because he's still misty, right?
I'm
dead.
yeah, we're just gonna go with him being dead. You've run into Strahd. I don't know how else to do that, really.
Well, how I see it, like if he's doing the gust of wind spell, it's gonna blow him away when he's in misty form, unless he's coalescing it into a whirlwind to try to trap him.
But the thing is, it's still Strahd's turn. And
Yeah.
he's held Rurik down to the floor, down to the ground, and now he's had this conversation with him, and Rurik has said, I will fight you, and it's still Strahd's turn. And Strahd controls the land, he controls the weather, he controls everything. And so Strahd basically disappears out of all of this and lets the sunshine take care of Rurik. I don't see that Rurik would even have a chance to turn back into
No.
mist.
Yeah, but
No.
I'm saying when he was misty and he was doing the gust of wind, he would have been blown away from the gust of wind. So
That
he
is
wouldn't still
true,
be in the
but,
same spot.
but before he could have turned into that gust of wind, because like I said, it still hasn't turned into Rurik's turn.
Right.
We still have Strahd's turn, and we have 16 wolves' turns.
Well, that's the
and
point.
then
That's
it's
the point
Rurik's
of a
turn.
reaction. A reaction is you do it on the monster's turn, and he did.
No,
he did his reaction.
don't worry. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. It actually is going right to plan, so it's fine.
That's fine. Well, okay, so Rurik, at this point, you have the option of resurrecting again.
Oh, good lord. I'm going to have like a sanity score of -6.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you might pass one of them if you roll a 1.
So, Rurik, go ahead and roll that sanity score.
Nope.
That ain't it.
Okay, so Rurik, you're out of here, and you actually appear in another room. And now you're a mad creature in this other room.
Awesome. That gives me opportunity to change things.
Yes.
Again.
There's always
Thank God I
opportunity.
kept it all in my notes.
Yep.
I yelled at Sinead, close that door, close it.
So just a second, I'm going to send you another map. Not a real good one, mind you.
Well, at least obviously didn't go according to my plan.
Yeah.
Do I keep the dark gift or no? From when I was before.
We're gonna have you roll again.
All right. What was the percentile, or what was it?
Yeah, hang on. I'll get to that. Okay, Rook, you wake up in this small little dungeon area.
Hooray!
All right, now moving right along with everybody else.
Hooray! Awesome.
Yeah.
I did that with my mind.
Okay, Rook, we're gonna have you roll on the dark arts again. So I'm just gonna give you a table. Go ahead and roll it in the dice tower. Let's see if your eyes melt.
Are we doing the dark powers combination table? That one?
Yes. I just shared it with you. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. All right. I'm gonna write this down to you.
Well, guys, if we stay in this castle, we're all going to get to do what Rorik's doing.
Yeah, I get to be a vampire again.
Is he still?
I'm just kidding. I haven't gotten the message yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you rolled it in the tower, so you have no idea what happened.
Yep.
Well, he has to
Exactly.
roll it in the tower so that it will roll on the tables that I have on my system here.
Ah,
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's a funny one.
That's really interesting.
And now please roll on the... Just one moment. And now you're going to roll on the insanity table as well because you failed that.
Oh god.
I know.
oh God.
My note section's getting awful big with the number of insanities I have.
This is great stuff.
Well, once you fail once, you have to keep rolling on it, right?
Oh, that reminds me. There we go.
Does anybody else miss the days where I just, cut off goblins' feet?
Or ran for a spear for no reason.
I had no idea what that was for.
The monsters in their lair, you may attempt to raid their lair by a gamble and the amount to invest. Current adventurers, Rob Tui. How long does it take to
You
run
liked
it?
it because you got to hold me down and lick me.
Yep.
All right,
Woof.
roll on that. You got a 21 if you want to look at it.
Okay. Jeepers, mess. That's the same one I had last time.
All right, you got it for, let's see, another 1d10 times 10 hours. Would you roll that, please? Okay. So for the next 40 hours, you get that one.
Oh, goody.
Hey, the good thing is your alignment is back to what it was originally.
Yay.
Yeah, that's helpful.
That's a good thing or it's a bad thing?
Hey, I was a good person before. Just a little nuts.
Okay, Thorin.
All right. So what's the plan, Janene?
Well, So you move up to her
Because
and
I'm
talk to her?
guessing we didn't see anything behind the door because the door was closed, or was it open?
Door's closed.
All right, so what's the plan, Shanae? What are we doing?
Follow my lead.
Alrighty.
Okay, Torm.
Both Torm and Plaz will move up to comply with follow my lead.
Okay. And Shanae.
Since this is the last place I knew Rourke was, I'm going out the doors.
Okay. Okay, so you come out to the front.
Oh crap! To them, it looks like I escaped. I turned into mist, and then I'm not there
Well,
anymore.
we didn't
Oh,
actually
shit.
see
Yeah,
any
but the
of that.
doors, we didn't see anything because the doors were closed.
You just heard how I fumbled my way through all of this. As a DM.
I'm just going to go ahead and say you probably did a 20 times better than I would have done it had I been in charge.
Oh my gosh, I do not know how to handle these
I
things well.
I don't like to read ahead. I like to try to do it as I get it, and as a DM, that's just a super bad way to do it for me.
Shanae, as you step outside, you see the clouds starting to close and the end of a ray of bright sunshine disappears off of the ground there in front of you. There's no other trace of anything else.
Acting like the indignant bride, I will stomp my foot and scream Strahd's name.
Except for a bunch of wolves running away, I guess. You could probably see the end of that. Okay. You scream Strahd's name.
And I will wait for him to show up.
Okay.
Melvin, did you get my whisper?
I see it, but I haven't read it. Just a second.
I think
Yeah,
you're healed
everything
now, Rourke,
except
too.
for the dwarf resilience.
Okay.
I think your wounds are gone too, Rourke.
What's that?
Oh,
I said I think your wounds are gone too.
Shanae,
I don't
you
know.
actually do see a pile of gear.
Do I recognize it as Rourke's?
If you start searching through it and do an investigation check, I'm sure it would reveal that it is Rurik's. You probably don't even
Do I
have to do an
technically
investigation
have
check.
a
But
long? Do I
I
technically
was-
have a long rest at this point?
yes, you do.
I was going to say I've been traveling with him long enough.
So, Rook, if you want to take a long rest, go right ahead. We'll just let you sit in that dungeon until something else happens here.
That's what I am going to do.
Okay. Thorin?
I'm going to follow Shanae out and say, what the hell happened?
What are we doing here? Okay. So you're going to follow Shanae out and wait for Strahd to appear.
I
Torm?
guess, yeah.
Is Shanae still screaming Strahd, or she just did it once?
She said she stamped her foot and screamed Strahd.
Yeah, are you still doing it, Shanae, or you just did it once?
No, I just did it that once.
Okay. In that case, Torm will come out and wait, as will Plaz.
Okay.
Had she been
As-
continually screaming, I had a different plan in mind. But if she just did it once, then we'll leave it at that.
Right. Okay. Just 1 second. Okay, this round nothing happens. Shanae?
Oh, he didn't show up?
Nothing happened.
Okay, back inside.
Okay.
I know where this is going.
Into the main hall, stomp the foot again, scream Strahd again.
I turn to two players and I pull out my tinderbox, tapping it.
And as you do so, Shanae, you meet Rahadin coming down the stairs, the Dusk Elf.
Oh no.
He's the one that I had met before, right? The one that opened the door and stuff like that?
Yes.
You! Get him down here now!
And he says, "Sorry, my lady. You wanted to see the Lord?"
Oh yeah. Get him.
As you wish. And he disappears back up the stairs.
I don't like any of this.
As a note, I have been on the receiving end of what Susie is currently doing. So he should be scared and automatically failing all intimidation checks.
I'm scared.
Thorin.
Like I said, I just looked at Plaz, pulled out my tinderbox, and said, "I know where this is going." Tapping my tinderbox.
Am I supposed to know what that means?
So I'm gonna wait here, watching her through the doorway.
Okay.
But I have a spell at ready.
Am I supposed to know what that means when you're tapping your tinderbox?
What the hell does Shanae do all the time?
Burn stuff down?
Yes.
So you're getting ready to help her?
No, I'm showing you what she's getting ready to do.
Oh, okay. I don't like going in just yet.
Okay.
I do have a spell at ready, so.
Torm, however, I will sacrifice. I'm just kidding.
Torm will do divine intervention.
At that moment, a flock of ravens flies up and they land on the courtyard behind Plaz and Thorin and Torm.
Awesome.
And one of them changes into a human behind you.
It's the druids.
And for some reason, he's missing a token. Yeah. But I can show you his picture. It's the old man that you recognize from the winery.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I wish I could have been a vampire long enough to eat this bastard. Excuse my French.
Oh yeah, that dude.
I can't stand this guy.
Yeah, I understand.
Who carries a teapot? I mean, come on, man.
Somebody wants brew tea everywhere.
He's English.
Yeah.
Can we help you, sir?
Yeah, DM's having a token problem now. It's always a problem.
Message for you, sir.
He does have a message for you.
Get the hell
The
out
raven.
of here!
My own particular idiom. Idiom!
It's just because of that guy that I will never again subject any of my players to the find the cure for wart removal spell. I'll never do that to them again. He's one of those guys that looks at you and says, "Do you want to go home?" "Why, yes, of course, sir. We want to go home." "I can send you home, but I need certain components. Get me the eye stalk of a beholder, one of the fangs of Count Strahd von Zarovich, and the dust of a lich's phylactery. Really? Then we can go home?" "Why, yes." You go off on a quest, you go get all those things, you come back, he puts them all into a big pot and starts mixing them together.
It makes the
So,
key.
so this is going to send us home? No. This is the salve for my warts. Here, here's the scroll to go home.
Okay, so it finally got him a token, and now he shows up to you and he says, "What are you guys doing?"
Our
He'd
friend
like
is
to talk with you.
gonna marry and then she's in there, and then he came down, and then our other guy, he was a vamp, and then the wolves came, and oh man, it's a mess.
We're not sure yet.
He says, "Look, if you want to defeat him, we will help you." He says, "But you still have things that you have to do." He says, "You need to get the help of the Knights of Argovisten."
I swear to God, I thought you were gonna say the Knights of Knee.
The Knights
Well,
of Knee. We can just
We
call
are
them
the
that.
knights who say me.
you need to go in there and talk to that dark elf there, then.
Yeah, that's what you said back to Davian?
Yes.
What? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What? I say. What? I'm not trying to do foghorn leghorn. I'm just saying. I'm stating that I say. What? Where? Who are these knights, and where are the knights? How do we get a hold of them?
He says, "The Ravens will show you the way."
Okay.
These are
Okay.
druids with wizard powers.
So, Thorin, what are you going to do now?
Oh, I just told him what he needs to do.
Yeah, you just told him where to go. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
Nope, just gonna stay here and
Storm?
wait.
Um,
Like I said, I got a spell already waiting on Shenane.
Tarm and Plaz will communicate their willingness to comply with this guy, Davian, and then stand by.
Okay. Meanwhile, Shanae is standing there, stomping her feet, waiting for
Yep, just waiting.
Strahd. Okay. So the doors are still open. I don't. You may have heard what's going on out there. Do you care?
Not really. I got
You
my
just-
own plan in mind. They just need to shut up and go along with it.
Single-mindedly focused on Strahd.
Yep.
Okay. And Rurik is sleeping. Thorin?
Same deal. We're just waiting. Like I'm not gonna leave her behind this time.
Okay. Torm and Plaz, you doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Because I seen what happened to Rourke when I left him behind.
Yeah, he
Okay.
ate you.
Yeah, he got turned into a vampire because we left him behind.
And then he ate you.
True.
Tasted like chicken.
Okay.
I don't care
David
what
goes
he
in to
tasted
talk
like.
to
How come all you
comes
guys
in-
got in so much trouble and all I did was take a nap? I mean, like, what's up? Something's wrong.
Davian comes in and repeats the same message to Shanae.
Oh.
That if you want to defeat Strahd, you need to get the help of basically the Knights of Knee. There you go.
Can I whisper to Davian as he passes me to go to Shania? Can I say, be careful?
Sure. You give him a warning.
Yeah. Look out.
My
Okay,
side's on
Shanae.
fire.
Little man. This here is the man I am marrying in less than 12 hours. You want them? Go get them yourself. Me? I'm gonna go with what I know is right.
No, it's not me, it's Knee.
Okay.
I wonder if the Raven guy actually tastes like chicken.
Okay. And Rurik is sleeping, and Davian turns to go back outside.
And I will have said that loudly enough for the others to hear.
Oh, I whispered to the DM what I'm doing.
And
Jeff, that was
Casimir
supposed
comes
to be
around
in
the
your.
corner.
That was supposed to be in
Yeah, that was
Jeff.
supposed to be in my stream and not in the.
Oh my God! Whoops.
Whoops, whoops.
Yeah, go ahead, Thorin. You can do
Yeah, I
that.
already rolled it.
Okay. So I'm not sure what you're trying to find out about her, but she seems to
If
be
she's
sincere.
lying or sincere.
Oh, she's well. Just a
It's
minute.
up to her. If she fails it or not, it's up to her if she wants to tell me or not. I guess she would have to roll a deception check.
I can do that.
You can roll it in the tower if you want. Or you can roll it there. Yeah, so Thorin, you have no clue.
Okay.
You can't tell whether she's lying or she's sincere.
Well, I will inform Plaz. Now I can't tell if she's lying or sincere anymore.
She's a master of deception.
Mistress.
For all I know, maybe she's truthful about wanting to marry him. Maybe we should leave her.
Okay. Are we going to move on to the next round, Torm? What are you doing?
Oh my gosh. I have an overwhelming desire to go with the guy to get the knights because all I care about is defeating Strahd. So
Me too.
Torm wants to do that. Plaz wants to shove Strahd's brother's sword where the sun don't shine, and then it's a sun sword. Get it? And so I'm wanting to go with Davian.
Okay.
So you're gonna follow Davian, or are you just gonna?
Yeah.
Wait?
So you want to follow Davian, or do you want to go in and drag Shanae out,
Because
kicking
that's
and
what
screaming behind you?
That's what I was asking you. What do you want
Oh, well, if she's not going to come willingly, how much do we want to drag her? I mean, she's either going to come or she's not.
I have rope.
Yeah, but an unwilling participant is not something that neither Torm or Plaz wants to deal with.
Do you guys have a charm spell?
Well, there's that. I'm sure I do.
I can only charm animals. I can't charm people.
Let's just take a look.
Reminder, she's a drow.
Yes, so she has advantage against magic.
Okay, and at this time, Casimir has come around to ask for your help. He's able to get into the castle, but he can't get past the obstacles that are in his way to get to the crypt where his sister lies, where he needs to resurrect her.
Is that part of our quest? Do we have to resurrect her?
It's part of his quest. He's asking for your help. Now, one other thing about going to the crypts, you have a reading from Madame Eva that said something about a crypt of a mad dog or something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you choose to tell any of these guys about that, or just continue on? That's a good question to ask.
I'm
I
still
guess.
mad at him for leaving us in the temple and then letting Roar killing me. So I'm just ignoring him.
Okay, give me an insight check, Thorin.
Give you an insight check?
Yeah.
I love it. That's awesome. That is the best response I think I've ever heard. You let him kill me. I'm not going to play with you.
Okay, you rolled. So let me tell you what you know about him. Uh, you believe that Casimir is sincere in his desires, that he really does want to raise his sister from the dead. You see that this is a very important thing for him. All of his people are dead, and his sister, if he can raise her, she'll finally be a female amongst all of the mortals, and you can just tell that he's extremely sincere about what he wants to do here.
I point to Shanae. Tell her.
Okay.
So did you find out what you're doing yet, Plans?
No.
Rahadin appears again on the stairs, and Rahadin explains that the master is resting.
Can we hear this outside?
No,
Okay.
Shanae, you hear it. He tells you that the master is resting and will not be making an appearance right now.
Resting in a coffin? Because I'll go kick its ass.
Master is resting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, then you can tell Master when he is good and ready to talk to me and good and ready to make an appearance and whatever, he can come find me elsewhere.
Okay.
And I walk out the door.
All right.
Lady, Massa ain't here right now. He's sleeping.
So now you guys have a couple choices. You can follow Davian, who will take you to the Knights of Knee, or you can follow Casimir, and he wants to go back into the castle to get down to the crypts. Both of these guys have something that you need. Casimir will take you down to the crypts where you can find one of the objects that you still need in order to defeat Strahd. Davian will take you to these Knights of Knee, who will also help you defeat Strahd. So you get to choose what you want to do.
Do we need both of them or just one? Or do we know that?
You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But they're both offering help.
Can you remind me again what Davian said? He said, you need these knights to help you.
Yeah, we need
Did he
to do their
explain?
task.
Yeah, basically, yeah. He said you need to go talk to them. They
Because
can
if
help
you
you.
remember the Madame's reading, we have to do all these tasks in order to defeat Strahd.
Right. And we've done...
It's in the notes.
Is it in the notes? Okay.
Yep.
Somewhere.
And the
Oh
Knights
my
is one
god,
of the tasks.
there's
I
like
don't know
10
if,
notes in...
Yeah, I don't know if the Dusk Elf's task is one of the tasks. I don't remember if it is or not, but I know that the Knights is one of our tasks. And we already did two of the tasks? Now 3 of them because we defeated the temple.
Hang on, let me see if it's a story. Sometimes I get confused between stories and notes.
I know there's like 9 tasks we have to do.
It's a story.
Which one?
Ah, there
That
it is. Okay. Your card reading from Madame, but that's right.
Yep.
Okay, so we did... Yeah, and then didn't you put check marks in here at some point?
Yes, it did. So, a treasure telling of the past, I also put down, you found the Tome of Strahd. 2 pages stand out, and you can see those if you need to. Treasure of Holy Power. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. Prophecy is find the Mad Dog's crypt. You haven't done this yet. Treasure lives within, beneath blackened bones. Weapon of Light, you've got. An ally against your foe, you know who it is. You don't have her with you.
That little girl we rescued.
Yeah. And guidance to your foe. This is basically telling you where you can be sure to find your enemy.
Okay. So...
And that means when it comes time for the final battle, that's where it will end up taking place.
Alright, what do you think?
Whichever one of these guys is leading us to one of the tasks, we follow them.
Well, it's either one.
I thought one of them was the story. Are both of these guys part of the tasks, Melvin, or you said one of them was a story?
They both have tasks for you.
Yeah, but are they part of the card reading tasks?
You'd have to figure that out. That's not something I can tell you.
Where I say to Davian, we're going to talk to the knights, and what is the task that they would like to have us do?
He says you just need to talk to them. They can give you help.
And how far away are they?
He says it's a couple days by foot.
A couple
Remember,
days.
we have that bird we can fly on.
Yes, you do.
We can fly pretty much anywhere in an hour.
Good memory.
And these guys turn into ravens, right?
Yeah, they
one
do.
does. The other one's a dusk elf, just like the guy that's inside the castle, Rahadun. They're both dusk elves.
No, but the guy who's with the knights that we
Davian.
need to go see, yeah, he turns into a raven, right? So in other words, my question, the real thing I'm getting at is we can go where we need to go in like an hour.
Yes, you can.
Okay, I say we do that.
But he doesn't know you can fly.
We're gonna tell him right now.
Yep.
We're gonna throw down
You're
the feather and
welcome to
get the
join us
bird.
on the rock.
Okay. Great. Sounds like a great idea.
We'll lead
So
the way. Yeah, we'll follow you.
And we'll tell the Dusk Elf you're welcome to help us. And then after we're done with this task, we'll help you maybe.
Maybe.
Now, the other thing
Depending on how you treat everything.
The other thing you might want to consider is, where is Rurik?
Would I know that he's being resurrected since I was resurrected myself?
You might. Give me an insight check.
I would. Yeah, my two characters assume he's dead.
Yeah. But since Thorin's been through it, well, he rolls a 15. So, yeah, Thorin, you'd suspect that he's probably resurrected.
His soul is somewhere in the ether right now, like mine was, and he will appear somewhere else in the world. Maybe
That
next
sounded
to
so
us,
noble.
like I did.
That is noble.
Is there a way we can? Is there any special power we can use to call him? If his
we
soul
have a body,
reappears?
if you could speak to the dead, because our cleric friend has that spell.
Well, Casimir hears you talking about this, and he says, what happened? And he wants to know what happened to Rurik.
I guess he confronted Strahd.
And Strahd killed him where you stand right now.
And basically, all you guys know is that you found all of his stuff sitting here on the ground.
Yeah.
about right where he is. And so Casimir says, well, if he was resurrected in the castle area, he'll be in the dungeons.
There is a change of plans. Okay, so now, Davian, we might want to go to the dungeons first, and then we'll come help you.
How about this? I don't think if Rurik is in the dungeon, it seems to me that 2 hours flight time there and back, and a 5-minute or 10-minute discussion. So 2 hours and 15 minutes, we can be back here with more people to go down in the dungeons.
And Rurik is taking a long rest at the moment. So you can be back before he's done with his long rest.
Yeah, we can do that.
And we can tell Casimir either hang out or come with us, but we'll be back in a couple hours.
Oh, I'm telling him he's either coming with us or not, because I'm still mad at him.
Well, can this bird thing fly 5 people?
It's a rock, dude. We can fit like 20 people on it.
Oh, it's a rock. I thought it was a bird.
ROC.
Oh, it is a bird. Okay. Yep. It's a rock. Yeah, I see what you're saying now.
It's a rock.
Can you smell what the rock is flying?
You an eyebrow.
So, yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Okay, so your plan is you're going to go find the knights, and then you're going to come back and rescue Rurik?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And in and amongst that, if the dungeons where Rurik is, we happen to come across the crypts that Casimir's looking for, we'll be on the lookout for that too.
Are you okay with the Shinene?
Of course.
And if we see Strahd, you can stop and marry him, and we'll just keep going.
Yeah, and we're still waiting to find out what Strahd's reaction is when he finds Shanae gone.
Well, we'll be back in a couple hours. He's resting. He doesn't know anything. He's inside his coffin, which is a great time to stab him in the heart, but we don't know where that is.
Okay.
Maybe it's in the dungeons. Let's hope.
Exactly. So the more time we waste, the quicker we'll be back.
Oh, boy.
What I just said makes no sense, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah. This story is going all over the place tonight. Oh,
yeah.
goodness. Okay.
Well, we're about to go get us 20 guys to help. I don't know how many we're going to get, but
We're off the rails now.
Okay, so... oh, goodness. It's always the unexpected, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you hop on your bird. Shanae, I guess you're in charge of pulling out the bird. You've got the feather.
No, I don't have the feather token anymore.
She
I
told
think
me Plaz.
Plaz has it.
Yeah, Plaz has
Plaz
it.
has it. Okay.
It's actually in the party sheet because he never pulled it out.
All right, well, so Plaz takes the thing and does it. I try to be as technical as I can.
Okay, you call up a rock. Casimir decides... Just a moment. I'll tell you what he decides.
That Qual's feather token is kind of like the Wyvern feathers from Dragon Warrior. You hold it up in the air and you teleport it back to town.
Yep. Or the Hearthstones in WoW.
Casimir chooses to wait here for you.
That's fine.
Yeah, well,
Fine with me
We'll
anyway.
decide on
be
the
here.
way if we're going to help you or not.
So he chooses not to come with you.
Okay.
So
far, it's not looking good for you, Casimir.
okay, done with that map. And Rurik, you're in your map. You've got your little map over there. Okay.
Yep. I love the name of my map, Dungeon 54.
Dungeon 54.
Mm-hmm. And as we're
It's like
flying on this
Studio
rock,
54.
Actually, it's more like Area 52, but
well, as we're flying on a rock, I'm discussing how I hate that dude because of what he did.
Who, Rurik or Casimir?
Casimir. Well, I've been with Rorik long enough to know I hold a grudge against him, but I don't.
So tell me again, what did Casimir do to you?
He watched me die,
Oh,
and he wandered away when we were in that room with the statue and the fireballs and magic missiles.
yeah, that kind of gives you some insight into his character and what
He
it's
doesn't care
doing.
about anything but himself.
Don't know about that. Okay, where's the map?
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
If you
I'm the
want to get
map.
people
I'm
on
the
your side,
map.
you actually help them. You don't wander away from them.
My sister just canceled dinner tomorrow. That's good because now I can watch the Seahawks game instead of talking to
Okay,
her. Oh
Barovia,
my
here we
god!
go.
No, she's awesome. What's he doing? Putting up the sun sword and all this other stuff?
Okay, and you are at the castle of Ravenloft.
If we finish this task tonight, we might get level 8.
Whew. That may be true.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
We call one of our kids friends Map. Another one is Boots. Another one is Dora. Alex, of course, is Backpack.
Oh gosh. The Explorer family.
So your guide Davian flies and leads you over here.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, that's a long way. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
It went off. I got to zoom.
Yeah, this bird is pretty much OP on this map, dude.
Pretty awesome, huh?
Hmm.
Well, if you took actually, I'm kind of glad you guys have the bird. That bird was random.
Yeah,
I
it's
had no
saving
idea
us a lot
that's
of
what you were
time
gonna get.
because we
Yeah,
had many random encounters and driving
Mhm.
and going on all the roads all sideways and backwards, all crazy. This way we just go bam, you're there.
Okay, so while you're flying, I've got some things that basically he's gonna talk to you about, or if he's flying, I guess he lands and he tells you about all this stuff. So he explains to you that when Strahd drove his enemies into the valley a long time ago, he was determined to annihilate them. And the last thing he expected to encounter was actually a silver dragon. But the dragon, his name was Argynvost. He came to the valley years earlier in the guise of a nobleman as a lord, and the dragon didn't lair in the valley just because of its idyllic beauty. He knew that there was a place here called the Amber Temple, and he knew that it was a repository of evil power guarded by the forces of good. So this is, and he continues to explain to you that this dragon, Argynvost, wanted to make sure that whatever was trapped inside that Amber Temple would never be allowed to escape. And so he built a fortified mansion called Argynvostholt close by. And that's where you're flying right now. Like many
Silvers are metallic, right?
Yes, like many silver dragons, Argynvost was extraordinarily wealthy, and he was comfortable living among humans while he was disguised as one of them. He used his resources to attract other champions of good, and valorous knights flocked to his order, basically, and he created the Order of the Silver Dragon. Only those who were initiated into the order were actually told of Lord Argynvost's true nature. However, there was a war between Strahd and his foes, and during that war, the Order of the Silver Dragon drove away a bunch of the bad guys that were searching for the Amber Temple. So this Order of the Silver Dragon was trying to protect the Amber Temple from people getting to it. However, they were ultimately overwhelmed by Strahd's reinforcements as Strahd swept into the valley. And those reinforcements slew the last of the knights, and they battled the dragon inside this fortress that you're coming to now. And after the dragon was slain, Strahd had its corpse hacked into pieces, stripped to the bone, and transported to Castle Ravenloft as a trophy. Ever since the dragon died, Argynvostholt has become a haunted ruin. It's formerly a bastion of nobility and light. Now it's turned into a palace of desolation and unrest.
Oh, I'm glad we have some holy people with us.
Holy crap. All right.
And I'm going to have to do a whole bunch of studying before we get to this again. Because I wasn't sure that this is where you guys were going to head. So we'll end for the night, and I'll study
Aw,
up
man. We have
and be ready
45
for
minutes
next time.
left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
45 minutes goes by pretty slow if the DM isn't prepared.
That's right.
Exactly.
This would be a lot of waiting time for me to read on things, and it's like, I don't want to do that. I'm already bad enough as a DM. So you guys go ahead and enjoy your week. We'll see you next week.
Awesome. Thanks, Melvin.
You have
Yeah, stop putting yourself
Thank
down.
you.
You're good.
Thanks. Have a great night.
All right.
Good
See you
night.
guys next time.
You too. Good night.
Disconnected.
Thank God. What a dick. Just kidding. I always do that. All right. Let me shut her down. Oh, it got shut down for me. Fuck. Goodbye. Put it on slides. Shut down the clock.